That evening hit me like a thunderclap, the kind of shock that leaves your chest tight and your mind reeling. 20 years of marriage, 2 beautiful children, and a life I thought was secure and happy. All of it crumbled in an instant. I had returned home early, looking forward to a quiet, pleasant evening, completely unaware that my entire world was about to shift. When I entered our bedroom and saw the focused determination on my wife's face, my breath caught and my heart skipped. Was this merely preparation for a weekend trip? Or was I standing at the edge of a betrayal that would shatter everything I believed about our life together? I paused for a moment, trying to steady myself, but the truth was unavoidable. Lori had changed. Over the years, we had built a life together. 20 years of marriage, 2 incredible daughters, Kelly and Erin. Kelly had recently embarked on her college journey, while Erin was preparing to graduate from high school and consider his own path. Their bond was strong, even as they bickered occasionally, but the house felt emptier with Kelly gone. Lori seemed affected more than I had realized. Lately, she had been distant, and I had chosen to chalk it up to adjustment, not sensing the storm brewing beneath the surface. That Friday, I decided to leave work early. With Erin away at a school camp and Kelly already at college, I envisioned a peaceful weekend with Lori. I wanted to recapture some intimacy, to bring warmth back into the quiet home. I had felt a subtle tension recently, but had hoped to fix it with a simple gesture, an evening together. Pulling into the driveway, I saw Lori's car. She, too, had left early. I stepped inside, calling her name softly. "Honey, I'm home." Her response was faint, almost distracted. I followed the sound of the bedroom and froze. She was standing before the mirror, carefully applying makeup, dressed in the black dress I had given her the previous Christmas, pearls adorning her neck. Beside her, an open suitcase waited, a few neatly folded clothes inside. My pulse raced. This wasn't the romantic weekend I had imagined. Something darker, something I could barely name, hung in the air. "Are we going somewhere?" I asked, voice tentative. Lori turned slowly, her gaze meeting mine, calm but deliberate. "Bill, I'm going on a date this weekend," she said, and just like that, my world tilted. The word echoed, impossible to reconcile with the life we had shared. A date? While married? My throat tightened. My voice faltered. We're not in an open marriage. How could you do this?" Her tone didn't waver. "It's just a weekend. Ever since Kelly left, I've felt lost. This is something I need for myself, like therapy. I'll be back on Monday as the same Lori." Nothing changes. Her calm, measured explanation ignited a furious storm inside me. "A date? You think this will help us? You think spending the weekend with another man will repair what's broken?" My voice trembled with disbelief. "Yes," she replied firmly. "I need to feel young, alive again. This is something I must do. Give me this weekend, a gift, and I'll return as the woman you know." Nothing changes. It was like the woman I had known all these years had vanished, replaced by a stranger in the same body. I swallowed hard, struggling to gather my thoughts. Finally, I spoke. "If you insist on this, it's your choice. But know this, you have until your Uber arrives to reconsider. And keep your phone on, just for safety, nothing else." She nodded slowly. "Okay, but promise me you won't follow or try to interfere." I gave my word, though inside, my mind churned with conflict. Betrayal had opened a door I could never close, and I knew I had to take the first step in reclaiming myself. When her ride arrived, she picked up her suitcase and left without a backward glance. I sat in silence, heart pounding, torn between rage, sorrow, and unexpected clarity. Part of me wanted to stop her, but another part recognized this as my liberation. It was time to turn the page. I reached for my phone and called someone I had once held close but never pursued fully. Sarah. "Hi, Sarah. It's Bill," I said, voice steady despite the storm inside. "Bill?" she answered warmly, the sound of her voice a reminder of a simpler, happier past. "It's been so long. I've wondered how you've been." I explained everything. Lori's decision, her betrayal, and the painful truth I could no longer ignore. Sarah was silent for a moment, then softly asked, "What do you need from me, Bill?" "I need someone to talk to tonight. I said. "I just need you." Without hesitation, she agreed. When I arrived at her home, she greeted me with a comforting smile, the kind that reminded me of all that had been good in my life. That night, we talked for hours about Lori's betrayal, my feelings, and the connection between us that had always lingered beneath the surface, unspoken. As the hours passed, I realized this night wasn't just about comfort or conversation. It was about reclaiming a part of myself that had been lost. My bond with Sarah reignited, and I felt alive again in ways I hadn't felt for years. Lori's departure that weekend, devastating as it seemed, became my liberation. When Lori returned on Sunday, she carried herself with confidence, convinced that nothing had changed. "See? I came back as the same Lori," she said. But everything had changed. My heart had shifted, my perspective altered. I could no longer pretend the marriage could continue. "Lori," I said firmly, "this weekend made me realize something. Our marriage is over. I can't continue this relationship. Tomorrow, I start the divorce process." Her initial relief quickly morphed into panic and despair. She cried, she pleaded, but my decision was resolute. The divorce was swift and fair. I explained the situation to Kelly and Aaron, encouraging them to maintain love and respect for their mother despite her mistakes. As for Sarah and me, we built a life together. Over time, we married, blending our families, creating a new household of love, warmth, and understanding. We welcomed 2 children and grew close to Sarah's son, Jacob, embracing the new family we have forged together. Looking back, I understand that painful betrayals can sometimes open the door to the most meaningful beginnings. Lori lost me through her choices, but in doing so, I found my true self and true love. That weekend, which initially seemed like an ending, became the start of a new chapter one could never have imagined.